Welcome to St. Lucie Public Schools Transportation Department, Employee Training and Development. The purpose of this training is to ensure staff understand the importance of properly and timely completing Medicaid bubble sheets, which allows St. Lucie Public Schools to receive Medicaid reimbursement for transporting eligible ESE students. Parent consent is required, but signing the form is voluntary. This is a mandatory process and is to be completed for each bus that transports ESE students that qualify for the Medicaid reimbursement program. Bubble sheets are to be completed daily by the bus aide and are due on the first day of the following month. New month bubble sheets will be placed in the driver's mailbox each month. Drivers can give them to their aides. When filling out your Medicaid bubble sheets, please remember to only use black ink. Please do not use any markers, gel pens, or pencils. Fill in the bubble for each day when the student rides your bus. If the student rode in the AM and the PM, both AM and PM bubbles must be filled in. Initials are needed each day by the person filling in the form. Print your name and sign. If you write in any student names or make any other markings on the form, it will be rejected and a new form will be needed. When you've completed your Medicaid bubble sheets, please turn them in to Miss Yolanda Barbary, our South County Compound Secretary. A folder is provided upon request. If you would like a folder for Medicaid bubble sheets, please see Miss Sears in the South Compound. You may keep the folders for the entire school year, but must return them at the end of the year. Again, new bubble sheets will be placed in the driver's mailbox each month, and drivers, please give these to your aides. Let's take a look at a Medicaid bubble sheet. On the top portion of the form, you will see the month, the year, the route number, and the school name. Information on this form should not be altered in any way. Please do not change the route number and do not make any markings anywhere on the form. If your route number has changed, your next form will reflect the update. In the middle section of the form, you will see the days and dates of the month to fill in. You'll also see the student information, last name, first name, and the 562 number. Next to that, you will see bubbles, A for AM and P for PM under each day of the month. Using black pen only, fill in the bubble for each day the student rides your bus. If the student rides in the AM and in the PM, both AM and PM bubbles must be filled in. Initial the box that you were present for. Initial boxes cannot be left blank, and full initials are needed. On the bottom portion of the form is where you will print your first and last name and sign. Before turning in your report, please review all the items on the form to ensure everything has been completed correctly. If the form has any errors or any markings, we will return it to you and ask for the appropriate corrections. Now let's review some other form requirements. If a substitute fills out the sheet, their name must be listed on the form along with their full initials in the AM or PM boxes, whichever route you were present for. Students' names cannot be written in. If the student's name is not on the form, you can offer the parent a form to complete and they will be added later. Please remember, you cannot force the parent to complete a form. It is voluntary. Much like an FEFP report, you cannot make any markings on this form. Do not cross out the route number, fill in students' names, or leave any comments. If the student does not ride, leave it blank. Do not write any notes. Take a few moments to see if you can identify the errors on this Medicaid bubble sheet. If you said 7, you were correct. Let's review the errors together. First, the route number was crossed off and another number was manually written in, along with a student's first name, last name, and 562 number. Blue ink, highlighter, and pencil were also used to fill in some of the bubbles. There are 3 blank initial spots left on the form and 2 partial initial spots left on the form. If you've opted to receive a folder from Ms. Sears, there will be extra copies of the parent consent form in there. If your bubble sheet is missing a student's name, the parent would have to sign the consent form, allowing us to be reimbursed. Remember, you cannot force a parent to sign the form. It is voluntary. If they do choose to sign the form, please bring the form to Miss Yolanda in the South Compound so that student's name can be added to future bubble sheets. In case you missed it, let's review. Bus aides are required to complete the Medicaid bubble sheets daily. If the bus aide is off, the driver of the bus must complete it. Use black pen only, no pencils, markers, or gel pens. Filling in the bubbles. If they ride in the AM, fill in the A. If they ride in the PM, fill in the P. If they do not ride, leave it blank. If a sub completes a route, they are to fill in the bubbles and initial the route that they were present for, and write their name under the initial box. Do not write in any students' names. Do not leave any markings or comments anywhere on the form. The driver and aide must print their first and last names and sign where required. And bubble sheets are to be turned in to the trip secretary by the 1st of each month. All staff will be held accountable to meet all the expectations set forth by the transportation management team. Failure to meet these expectations may result in disciplinary action up to and including termination of employment. Thank you. Your training is now complete. If you have any questions about this training, please speak with your immediate manager. You may now proceed to the quiz.